Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Jennifer Scrappy and Kane. Today I'm sharing a Miss Kate design team layout using the monthly box. This is another fun-filled summer layout, and I have one photo of my two boys in the swimming pool when my youngest son was a baby. And here's the photo. This is a 3x4 photo, and I'm going to use a few of the embellishments that I show here. I don't use all of these. There's multiple of the balls in the flip-flops. I wasn't sure exactly how this layout was going to go, but I knew I had a general idea for it. I like the way that it turns out in the end. That's the sticker sheet that I also have to use, and then I'm going to use this summer break cut apart piece as my main title. And then I have this piece of stripe paper that's left from the cut aparts that I used in the last layout. I have some 6x6 papers they're almost like a wood grain, but they're colored. And I really like just the solid colored side of them. Instead of using cardstock, I decided to use the 6x6 papers. And then I have this water paper, which I love. That's one of my favorites. So I cut the water paper right along the water line to make it kind of like a wavy line. And then I'm going to attach it to the stripe paper, and the stripe paper is going to be at the top. So again, this is an 8.5 by 11 layout. So I'm just measuring it up on my glass mat there using the grid. And I'm going to pull in my cutter just to make sure that it's really straight. But it really is straight. I was able to lay it down completely straight. And then I'm just going to layer up these papers behind the photo. So that's just going to help the photo pop off of that stripe paper. Even though I love it, it's kind of bold. So I don't want it to take anything away from the photo. So by layering the photo up in the same colors, it really helps the photo pop. And I didn't want the yellow right next to the photo, even though he's in a yellow floaty. It just didn't seem to pop the photo as much as the red piece did. So that's why I went with the red. And then I'm going to go with a white piece of cardstock behind the photo. And I'm going to go ahead and attach this down. I'm not going to attach the photo just yet. I'm going to do some white paint splatters, and I didn't want that to get on the photo. So I'm not going to put the photo on just yet. But here I'm going to work on adding to the title piece. It already has 2 beach balls on it. So I decided to come in and add a couple of the little flip-flops that I think are so cute to the title piece. And then I'm going to place my photo here just so I know where it goes. And I'm also going to pop it up on play foam. So that's what I'm doing now, is just getting my play foam out. I need to go buy some more because all I have left is purple, which is unusual because purple is my favorite color. But obviously I don't use that one first when I do play foam. So here I'm just adding it at the bottom and the sides basically, and then the photo will slide right in the middle so that it can it'll pop around that photo mat. That photo mat is fairly thick because there's 6 layers behind it of paper. So it definitely, the play foam was needed to pop up the title around the photo. So here, I'm not sure what I'm gonna, I'm adding liquid glue in the ATG. That's what I always do with the play foam, and pop it up. This is a fairly simple layout, and it was fairly quick to create. I just left a lot of the process in so you guys could see how it actually went together, but I probably could have sped it up a little bit more. This was one of the cut aparts, and it's like a notebook paper. You definitely could journal on it if you wanted to. I'm just going to add their names and what pool we were at, and I'm not going to really worry about journaling. They were just swimming in the water. There's nothing, special about it. This wasn't the first time we had been at the pool. This was actually, I think, like the 3rd or 4th time already that summer, so it's okay. I went ahead and I'm going to add a piece of the stripe paper down at the bottom, right over that little the paper one that I did. And I did use a border punch to punch out the top of that paper also. I'm going to use a cute little flower cluster because it has all of the colors. So that was the reason for the flower cluster. I don't really care for flowers too much, but every once in a while, they belong on a layout. They look cute, and this is definitely outside, so I think florals are beautiful when you're outside. I'm going to put one of the beach balls and another set of flip-flops over here with the flowers down on the paper. And I just think it makes for a cute little cluster down there. And then, like I said, I can add their names and what pool we were at, and pretty much that's it. And if I did want to add more journaling, you could always add it over the water area because that's an open area. So here's the white acrylic paint. First, I'm going to do the edging with the white acrylic paint, and that was just to, I like to do that because it kind of gives it an ending and a beginning if you do that around the edges. And then I also did it around the water border. And then I'm going to use a little bit more water over here with the other acrylic paint and just splatter it around. And these are smaller splatters. They're not very big, and that's okay. So just clean that up. And now I can add my photo since I did my splattering. Like I said, I really like the way this layout turned out. It was just for a cute little simple photo. I'm going to place this one actually in my older son's album. And I believe I already did this photo for my younger son's album. But this one's going to go in my older son's album. And then here I'm adding some flat back pearls. And I believe I used red, white, and I believe I did yellow. I was going to do blue, but I figured with all the blue water, it kind of had a little bit too much blue already. So I did red, yellow, and white instead of the flatback pearls. And I'm just going to add 3 of those in each little area around the layout. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's layout. I definitely enjoyed today's layout and enjoy getting the monthly box from Miss Kate. And I should have one more layout up before the end of the month. I have an affiliate link down below. If you use the affiliate link, I do get a little bit of commission from using that link. It doesn't cost you any more. It just lets you know that I'm the one that sent you for your box. So pick up your monthly box, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!